Alright guys, so it's that time of year again, AliExpress sale. If you've seen my videos on these before, I do them a little bit differently to other channels. I only recommend watches that I actually own or have hands-on experience with. As you can see, all the ones I'm recommending here, I actually own. So if you want to know more details, I'm not going to go into massive detail on these. Links will be down in the description for all of these watches. Obviously they're going to be affiliate links. So if you do want to pick one up, I appreciate it if you would use those. Helps support the channel, helps me do more videos in the future. Before we get started, do a quick wrist check. I don't normally do this because I've normally got the watch I'm reviewing on the table, but I'm still rocking the Delos waveform. Absolutely loving this one. Unfortunately, I've got to pass it on to someone else right after this video actually, so getting the last bit of wear out of it while I can. If you haven't seen that video, I'll leave that down in the description as well. Check it out. It's currently on Kickstarter. Really good watch, I think. But anyway, let's get on to this. As you can see, I've broken them down into categories. We've got like diver type watches, a couple of chronographs, pilot watch, and then some more dressy pieces. So we're going to start off with the Heimdallr Great Wave. Really unique looking piece, this one. I absolutely love this. So I didn't actually pick this one up on AliExpress. I actually got this from Heimdallr, but it is currently available on AliExpress as well. So like I say, links will be down in the description. But this is a really beautiful watch. Get a zoom in on that dial. Obviously that's what it's all about. As you can see, loads of detail in that. Really good looking piece. And then we've also got that lovely dome as well on the sapphire crystal. And it's actually a sapphire bezel as well. This isn't the original strap it came on. I've switched that out. If people are interested, I'll put the link in the description for that as well. But this is an NH35. And like I say, sapphire crystal, domed. There are options for flat ones as well, so I'll include that. A couple of different links to different places that sell it. Next up, we got the St. Martin 62 Mass homage. This is probably one of my favourite pieces at the moment. Been wearing it quite a lot. The quality you get, obviously it costs quite a bit more than some of the other watches on AliExpress, but that is definitely reflected in build quality. As you can see, really nice bracelets on St. Martin's. And also really good clasps as well. So you definitely get that extra bit of quality. And as you can see, some really nice details on that as well. And with this one we've also got a nice domed sapphire crystal. And we've also got a loomed bezel insert as well. Ceramic on this one though. Oh, I forgot to mention as well, that one was actually loomed as well on the Heimdallr. Again, NH35 in this one. Again, links in the description if you want to know more. Next up, we've got another Heimdallr. This one I did actually pick up on AliExpress. And as you can see, this is an homage of the SKX. So this one's got a flat sapphire crystal, ceramic bezel insert, and then that beautiful orange dial. They do actually have different colour versions of this. Nice bracelet as well. And unlike the steel dive, it actually comes with a milled clasp. And the loom on this one is really, really good as well. As with the previous two. Those three are probably some of the best loomed watches I've got. You might have seen them in a couple of pictures I put up on Instagram if you follow me on there. If you don't currently follow me on Instagram, link in the description for that as well. I do post quite regularly. So next up, we've got the Phylida Rolex GMT homage. Again, this has got a sapphire crystal, but a flat one. And this has actually got a loomed bezel as well. Bi-directional too. So I think in my review of this, I actually called this the Pagani Design GMT Killer. And I stand by that as well. Obviously, this is quite a bit cheaper than the previous three I mentioned. So obviously the loom isn't as good. But other than that, not a lot to complain about at all. With your glide lock style clasp. And just really nicely made. No QC issues. But again, if you want to know more, you know where to look. So now we're done with the dive watches, let's move on to the chronos. So here's the Sugess 40mm ST1901. So as you can tell by that name, it's actually got an ST1901 movement. So it's a hand wind mechanical movement. Really nice looking movement in this. Got a few of these, do love them. In fact, let's get a zoom in on that dial. So as you can see, we've got quite a vintage look to this one. Something a little bit different. But it is really nice detail on this. And again, as with, I think it's, yeah, as with all of these watches, sapphire crystal. So you don't need to worry about getting scratched. And then it comes with a relatively nice leather strap as well, with the deployant style clasp. Butterfly one. Again, if you want to know more, link down in the description. So next up, we've actually got another Sugess. This one's actually a 38mm. So if you think 40 is a bit big on the previous one, this might be the one for you instead. So again, we have actually got the same ST1901 movement. And we've also got a pretty vintage style dial as well. Different style to the other one, but still really good looking. And this one's actually got a slightly domed crystal as well. Again, sapphire. If anything, I'd probably say the strap on this one was a bit better than the previous one. A bit softer. So now we're done with the chronographs. Let's move on to the pilot. Now, as far as I'm concerned, this is by far the best value pilot's watch on AliExpress. So I think I was the first to review this Escapement time one, and I really love it. As you can see, we've got the Type B. They do actually do a Type A as well though. And you can probably also see, we've got nice blued hands on that. And just the detailing on this, and just the build quality overall, is just brilliant. Really nicely finished case. Obviously it's a nice simple one, with it being a pilot's watch, nothing too fancy. Got a nice design on the case back as well. And again, sapphire crystal. This one's an NH35 as well. Really nice onion crown too. And actually quite a nice leather strap too, with that orange accent. If you don't want an auto though, little bonus one here, I have actually got also the Chrono, which is also really nice. Apart from the movement, and obviously this being a chronograph, the build quality and everything else, same as the other one, spot on, no issues. Again, sapphire crystal too, and that same strap, and a similar, although just etched, not embossed, case back. So there's a little bonus one for you there. So that's the pilot ones done. Now let's move on to the more dressy pieces. So with this one, I originally got this from Merkur.com, or Merkurwatch.com I think it is, sorry. But it is actually available on AliExpress as well, because I've spoken to the seller on Merkur and apparently they only had a limited run, so there's only a few left. But I really highly rate this watch. So I had a look on AliExpress, managed to find it on there. So I'm going to include a link for the AliExpress one down in the description. So this is one I've reviewed pretty recently. And as you can see, we've got that lovely domed crystal. Again, sapphire. Just a really nice distortion from that. And as you can see, we've got a bit of AR on as well. A quick zoom in so you can see that dial a bit better. Just a really classy looking piece. So this is actually an homage to the Seiko Laurel Alpinist, which you might not know because it's a pretty vintage kind of watch. I think it was the first Alpinist they made, or one of. I could be wrong there. I'm sure someone in the description will let us know. In the comments, sorry, will let us know. But just a really good looking watch. Slightly unusual case back design, with that unicorn. But other than that, really nice. Really nice strap as well. And this is a 38mm. So really nice size as well. So next up, we've got the Cadisen C8097. Yeah, that's right, C8097. More commonly known as the Cadisen Diamond, because of, let's get a zoom in, apparently that may or may not be a diamond in there. but either way, it's that small, you can't really tell anyway. But I do like the way the shape of that indice is actually done. So it does catch the light nicely. So the dial on this is actually, it's not white, it's, I don't really know what I call it, more like a parchment kind of colour I guess, or off-white. And as you can see, we've got a nice pop from that blued hand as well, second hand. And it's just a really classy looking dress watch, this one. I've had quite a few other dress watches, bought and sold them, but this one always stays in the collection. Really nice domed crystal as well, again sapphire. Really nice slim case. And this has actually got the Miyota 9015 high beat movement as well. Which is why you get that lovely sweeping at the second hand. Again, link will be down in the description if you want to check out the full review. So last but not least, we've got the Star King AM0184. So this watch kind of gets forgotten, I think. Everybody raves about the Cadisen, what is it, C1032, which I used to have, and that is a great watch. But I actually sold that and kept this one, because I think, personally, this is actually better. I just love that case design. Love the curvature to those lugs. So we've got sapphire crystal on this again. Female end link on the bracelet, which is always good to have. Don't even get that on some of the more expensive watches. Just a butterfly clasp, but given the price of this watch, that's not really a big deal. Solid links, solid end links. But then the thing that I think sets this above the Cadisen is this in-house high beat movement. So people have said that they're not sure about the reliability of this one. Well, I can vouch for it. I've actually had this watch for, I think it's about 2 years now. Might even be slightly over. Not had any issues with it at all. I've also bought them for a couple of other people. They've not had issues with them. So I definitely recommend this one. They do a white dial version as well, which I think I've actually had as well. I think at one point I had both. Yeah, I did, and I sold it on. But again, no issues with that one either. So, really underrated watch. The value for money you get with this is just cracking. Again, link will be down in the description, check out the full review. But if you want to get into AliExpress watches, you don't want to spend too much money, this is a good place to start. But again, check out the reviews, all down in the description. But that's it for this one, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.